Hi, darlings. I hope you've had a really good day. My day has been good. It's been exhausting. I can't say that I did a lot of things. Um, I'm still in this stage with my recovery where I get very tired, but I hope very much that soon I'll have more energy. I bought these fairy lights a little while ago and I finally got some batteries, and it made me think about with, an eating disorder, and it could be like this with other illnesses, but it's definitely how I feel it has been for me. Um, Bit by bit, for whatever reason, you stop eating. Could be you got sick, you could be dieting, you could be exercising, you're busy, you're stressed, you're tired, you name it. And then you stop eating, you skip meals, you exercise more, and then bit by bit, you get more and more obsessed, and then the light goes out. And this was how my life was for a very long time. It was dark. It sucked. It really sucked. And it was horrible, and no one knew anything was wrong with me. Didn't matter if I fainted. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. And that's the sad thing, really, that it is not blindly obvious. Maybe if you're skin and bone, I wasn't skin and bone. But it got missed. And then things got really bad last year, and I had the best of intentions, really the best of wanting to eat more, and I wanted to do something spiritual, and I wanted to fast, and I just knew I didn't have the strength to fast anymore. So I thought I'll do the Daniel fast, and I thought, I'll just eat a little bit of fish, and things got really out of hand very quickly, way too quickly. And I guess maybe that was good, because if things hadn't got so bad, I wouldn't have got to the point where I had to get help. And I also had a very good counsellor who was switched on, and he recognised the signs, and he got through to me, because I really was convinced that I was dieting. That's all that it was, that I was no different to anyone else. But I was different. I was sick. So it was very painful. I saw my first ever dietitian around February last year. And that's the turning point for me. I didn't know how to eat. I won't give specifics, but I ate extremely little, very small amounts of food. I just didn't know how to eat at all. And I was so blessed and lucky that I didn't end up in hospital. By rights, I probably should have. But I didn't see a doctor first. I saw a dietitian first due to some personal reasons. And this dietitian, she was amazing. She wrote to my doctor and rang my doctor. And to me, dietitians are lifesavers. That's how I feel. For me to get quality of life and to have freedom from a lot of eating disorder rules, I would not have got them if it wasn't for dietitians. They've paid such an incredible part of my recovery. Of course, counselling, but for me, dietitians helped so much and still does help me so much. Yep. So, but the darkness right here, that was my life for a long time. Even when I was getting help, and it felt like I was just stuck in, a tunnel. There was no light. There was no light. And, you'd eat and eat and eat, and you do the things that you were told to do, and still feel like crap. And then something happens, the light comes on. And bit by bit, bit by bit, you get switched on again. And things are no longer half as gloomy or dark or miserable. And life is full of so many possibilities. Life is such a blessing. Life is totally worth it. Getting help, eating, you must do that. It's the only way to be free of this problem, this illness. You know, I still struggle with it. Totally struggle with it at times. But I can feel that I'm getting me back. And I think that's why if you're going through something, you have to fight. You've got to find something inside of you and just fight as hard as you can. Have good people in your life, surround yourself with them, and you are loved. You may not feel it. You may feel that you were judged for how you look. I definitely believe that with all of my heart, that it was not okay for me to be fat. It was not okay for me to be overweight, and I'm still not really there yet at times, but I do try to challenge it. I really do. And yeah, so my advice, if you're sick, if you think you've got an eating disorder, you need to get help and you need to eat. Yeah, and life is really worth it. And, you know, if we keep eating, eventually we light up and we have a life where there are endless possibilities. So keep going, keep fighting, and keep shining. Okay, bye-bye.